and let's take a look. All right, look at that. All right, so we have the Link 2 on the left and the Link 2C on the right. So I'll just do a focus demo now. And I'm letting it follow me. I love how smooth the movement is. And now this is my audio and video from my MacBook Air. So yeah, I think you could tell there was a major difference there.
Nomaditsu.
What is up, guys? This is a special episode, not only because this is the first episode since we got 1,000 subscribers. To each and every one of you who hit subscribe, I truly appreciate you. But yeah, it's not just because of that. It's also because this is the first time a brand has sent me cool stuff to review. And that brand is none other than Insta360. So shout out to the fine folks at Insta360. You guys rock. So what did they send me? They sent me the Link 2 and the mini 2-in-1 tripod, which I'm excited to try out with you guys today. Now, what is the story? Why did they send me this awesome gear? Well, they loved my Link 2C review and they wanted to see if I wanted to check out the Link 2, which I'm happy to oblige because let's face it, I'm a fan of their products. I got the Insta360 Go 3S as well, and the footage you're looking at right now is from the Link 2C, so I want to see how this stacks up to the Link 2. If you're considering, which one to go with, this is the video for you. So without further ado, let's get this started with an unboxing. All right, guys, we got the Insta360 Link 2 AI-powered 4K webcam, and let's just take a quick look at the box. We've got 4K resolution at 30 frames per second, and what's powering that is the new 1/2-inch sensor. We also got the AI noise canceling, which is absolutely key for content creators. Is going to save you so much time and money, and True Focus, which you saw in the intro. We're also going to try the AI tracking. We're going to try whiteboard recognition, and we're going to try smart control along with the natural bokeh, which you saw on the 2C, but we're going to test it out with the Link 2. And on the back, we got what's in the box. So let's open this up with my Swiss card Lite and let's take a look. All right, look at that. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so we have the Link 2. All right, let's take this off. Wow, look at that. This is really high quality and this thing just swivels really easily. And look at this base. So very cool so far. Looking and feeling really high quality. We have the mount, right? So let's remove this and let's open this up. And I learned you need to pull this thing off just like that. So I think that's how you snap it on. So we got the instruction booklet and we have more goodies in here. Warranty card. I will probably try this out. This is for the whiteboard. We have the USB-C cable and we have the adapter. Now let's compare this to the Link 2C. All right, so we have the Link 2 on the left and the Link 2C on the right. And you could see they are basically the exact same dimensions. This one has the shutter over here. And the Link 2, it'll flip down automatically or you just flip it down. And so we're going to see that in action. And if you compare the tops of these, they look like basically the exact same dimensions. And as you can see here, the USB-C port is built into this Link 2C and it's in the base in the Link 2. Now let's take a look at this mini 2-in-1 tripod. At this point, it's 5.7 inches and it stretches up to 15.7 inches. And then it also becomes a tripod. So let's see what it looks like with it mounted. And perfectly sticks on like that. All right, I'm going to set it up now. All right, guys. So this is my little setup here. I'm going to show you how quick it is to swap out this camera for this webcam. Let's just take this off. Super simple. And let's just drop this in and it just snaps into place. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like when you connect it to USB. As soon as you plug it in, it just activates. And what I didn't think of is how quickly it just levels out. So it doesn't matter how you mount it. The cool thing is, even if your stand is not perfectly level, it will level out. So that's a nice convenience. Okay, so to enable the camera, I'm going to download this Insta360 Link controller. So by the way, I covered a lot more of the Insta360 Link controller software, as well as covering how to solve some of the problems I came across when installing Insta360 Link controller. So go check out the video in the description for the Link 2C video if you want to see more. Okay guys, so this is the raw image that came out of the camera. I haven't edited anything or changed any of the settings, and we're going to do that right now. So I'm going to actually update the software. It looks like there's a software update, so be sure to upgrade. So let's update that now. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what it looks like while it's updating the firmware. You're going to see this blue pulsating light. Okay guys, I just installed the firmware and I restarted, and I ran into an issue where the audio wasn't coming out of the mic for some reason, and I found out that you have to go to system settings. For some reason, I don't know if it's just my computer, but it would set the volume, the input volume, to 0. So what you need to do is go to system settings, open up system settings, type in input, right? And go to sound input, and then bring up your level to at least 50%. So yeah, if you have an audio issue, that's probably it. This also happened to my Link 2C where I installed the firmware and the audio was for some reason set to the bottom to 0. So yeah, that's a fix in case you have an audio issue. Now, this is the raw image. I'm going to start setting up the image how I want it, how I had the Link 2C set up. So in effects, I'm going to set up my bokeh and I'm going to turn it up. And then I'm going to select vintage. Yeah, much better. Okay, and I also turn on horizontal. My movements kind of match what I'm actually doing. I keep it on voice focus, and I enable low resolution because my computer's a bit older, and this will give me a bit of a better performance boost. So when you enable low resolution, it will cut out the mic if you're recording. Just keep that in mind. Now I'm going to show you a comparison of the footage from the Insta360 Link 2 and my MacBook Air, and let's take a look. Okay, and now this is my audio and video from my MacBook Air M1 2020, and you could see that there's a bit of a difference. And if you are on a older Mac or just any laptop and you want to take your video and audio quality to the next level, the Insta360 Link 2 is definitely one to consider. Alright, so I just noticed some features that I didn't see for the Link 2C. And over here we have Smart Adjustment, and that lets the device search for your head within a small range to adjust the optimal angle. So let's try that out. Okay, I don't know what that's doing, but let's leave that on. Let's also do horizontal correction. Okay, so this is perfect. It will level out the picture if you don't have a perfect mounting situation. So let's do that. That's what I needed. So yeah, you could see up here that it's more level. And now there's also mute and privacy mode. So if I activate the privacy mode, which I'm going to try right now. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when I go into privacy mode. All right, so I just turn this down and it instantly blocks the mic and it blocks the video. So let's talk about the audio right now. One thing I forgot to stress in my review of the Link 2C is just how good the audio is on the Insta360 Link cameras. Now, audio is one of the most annoying and difficult things to set up as a content creator, especially when you're starting out. There was so many settings that I had to figure out when I was starting and I didn't have a good microphone, but the Insta360 Link has AI built into it that does all of this for you. And right now you're hearing that with the voice focus mode, but I want you to know there's a very loud air conditioner in here. I'm in Thailand right now and you need a very powerful air conditioner. And this was one of the most annoying things when I started this YouTube channel. It was so hard to get good audio. And now we have this amazing webcam that could automatically filter it out. You don't even need extra software to do that. It does it in the camera itself. So definitely something to take note of. If you don't want to carry around a big microphone, then the Insta360 Link cameras are going to sort that out for you. Here's what the air conditioner sounds like. Okay guys, this is a recording directly from my MacBook's microphone, and you could probably hear the really loud air conditioner that's always on in my room. And when I started the YouTube channel, this was one of the most annoying things to fix, was trying to figure out how do I drown out the air conditioner, and it took me so long to figure it out. Even with an expensive microphone, I could still hear the air conditioning. So it took me a while to figure out that I need AI to reduce it. And luckily, the Insta360 Link 2 and Link 2C, they use AI to drown out the background noise. So yeah, I think you could tell there was a major difference there. Now let's test the voice suppression. And for voice suppression, I'm going to play some Joe Rogan podcast as the other voices. So right now I'm playing some Joe Rogan podcast, and I wonder if you could hear just my voice or you could hear the other voices in here too. So I'm showing you that this is at 50% audio right now, and I'm speaking, and let's see if we hear any Joe Rogan or Theo Vaughn. This is now my microphone from the M1 Mac, and I'm going to play the same level of audio from the Joe Rogan podcast. So let's see if you could hear if you could just hear me, or if you could hear the other voices. Alright, so before we try out the AI tracking, I'm going to set a preset so that I have a setting for my framing. So I'm going to set this up a little bit more. Okay, so I like this framing. I'm going to save this. Okay, and now I'm going to try the AI tracking. Okay, so oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. Wow. That is neat. So if I want to get it back to the original position, I'll just hit stop. So now it's not tracking me anymore. And then I'll just go back to my preset. And nice. All right, I wanted to do a little bit more tests because I was trying this out and it was actually a lot cooler than I expected. So yeah, you could see that I mounted this on a tripod that's taller. It's more at eye level when I'm standing, and I'm letting it follow me. And I love how smooth the movement is. And I could see this adding a lot of dynamism if you are, an educator, a public speaker, and you don't want to just do a talking head video where you're just sitting. I think this adds like a whole new level. I think this adds like a whole new level of dynamism, of energy. And yeah, you could walk around and it feels like you have a cameraman. So I think like if your content requires that you move around and, maybe your cameraman, your videographer can't show up that day, this can stand in for you. And it could add that extra layer of It could add that extra level of finish to your video, and it makes it feel a little bit more alive. And yeah, if you have a whiteboard, which I'm going to show you in depth, next, like you could walk it over, and then I have bokeh on, but let's see if it comes out. Look at that. It just unblurs and you could see my whiteboard. So yeah, I just wanted to demonstrate a little bit more what this, I just deactivated it. But yeah, I just wanted to demonstrate a little bit more what you can do with this kind of webcam. Next up, I want to demonstrate the whiteboard feature, and this actually inspired me to get a whiteboard for my setup, and it's just a small whiteboard to my left over here. And what I did was I moved the camera in that direction, and then I created a preset. And so now when I hit the preset, it's going to move the camera in that direction automatically, and it should detect the whiteboard because of the stickers. So let's see it in action. I'm going to hit the preset. And there you go. So now you're looking at my whiteboard, and I want to thank you guys for helping me hit these goals over here. So got the 1, got the 10, got the 100, got the 1,000. And next up, you guys got to help me out with the 10,000. So I really love the fact that now I can do whiteboard demonstrations. And what's really cool is that it's all AI driven. So you just have a preset and then let the AI take care of it for you by detecting the stickers, and it automatically reframes it. It kind of skews the image so that it's perfectly flat. So I love that. If you work with a whiteboard, or if you do illustrations live or anything like that, this would be really helpful. Because yeah, imagine you would have to set up your camera in a different place, or have a second camera just for your whiteboard, and have to square it up every time. This thing does it you saw it in a second. So that's the whiteboard feature. So yeah, I just wanted to show this is what a vertical video looks like with the tracking on, right? So that's it. And to enable your vertical video, you're going to have to click this box over here, portrait resolution and high frame rate. All right, guys, now it's time to try out the desk view feature. And I tried this out yesterday, and I was shocked that this actually works, because you saw my setup. I'm on a laptop, MacBook Air, so I really didn't think that this could actually work on a laptop setup, but let's check it out. And so yeah, you could see a bit of my shirt there, but what is crazy is you have enough space to see you could actually see enough space to, like, this is a big yellow pad, right? So maybe it's not the best piece of paper, but I just wanted to demonstrate that you could definitely be doing illustrations and drawings on your desk, even if you have a laptop set up. So I thought that was pretty wild that the desk view works even for a laptop setup. All right, and just like that, you see that it could just flip back to your regular view. If you're doing a video and you just want to like jot something down or like illustrate something, now you have multiple ways. You could do it with your whiteboard, or if you're strapped and you just have your laptop, you could actually do it with a laptop. Oh, one thing to note is that I do have a bit of an elevation on my laptop, so maybe that's why it works a bit better. But yeah, I just thought that this was really cool. I didn't think desk view would work on a laptop, so I just wanted to demonstrate that and show that you might have to have your laptop on a riser. That might be the reason why it actually works. But yeah, I just thought that was a really cool, surprising feature. I just want to give a few thoughts on the rest of the settings here. I honestly don't even touch the color settings. I'm not that expert at all of the advanced settings here. And what's amazing is that the Insta360 Link 2 and Link 2C are amazing just out of the box. So I just leave it all on auto and it gives me this picture. I don't even do much editing in CapCut where I do my editing. I just leave the picture as is, and I love it. So you can play around with this, but I just wanted to show you that I don't even touch the color settings. But if you are expert like that, by all means, yeah, you have them available to you. The next thing, I just wanted to show like a fun background example. You could do a TED Talk and you're instantly having your own TED Talk. So I did demonstrate the rest of these backgrounds in the Link2C video, so check that out if you're curious about that. And the makeup, okay, I guess it would be funny if I did the makeup one, so let's do that. All right. Okay. You guys happy now? That actually did help because I do have some zits over here that left some extra pigmentation. So maybe I do need this. What do you guys think? Oh god. Whoa, that transition was brutal. Okay. I also covered the rest of these filters in the Link2C video, so check that out if you're interested in that. Alright guys, it's conclusion time. Why get the Insta360 Link 2? My number one reason would be to save money. So if you were to buy a DSLR camera, a lens, a gimbal, an expensive microphone, and all the associated equipment, which I actually did, this was my previous desk setup before. It cost over $2,000 USD, and yeah, I actually had a DSLR over here before, and yeah, I had the Shure SM7B, so it's really quite amazing that you could fit all of that technology of what you're trying to achieve into such a small form factor. And you know, compare all of that equipment to less than $250 for either of these is just an insane deal. Even just a year ago, you probably would not be able to see anything close to this quality for this kind of price range. So another big reason is to save space. As you saw in my previous desk setup, like you would need all kinds of mounting equipment for both the camera and the microphone, and here you could keep all of that equivalent gear in your backpack or a pocket. And of course, amazing AI, right? You have stunning image quality, 4K image quality, and instant color correction, so that saves you time editing. There's no need to have advanced knowledge of how to do the settings. It just works, and it has fast autofocus. You know, if you had a manual DSLR, you'd have to manually focus, and sometimes you might fall out of focus. Insta360, because they're an action cam company, their autofocus is incredible. And now the audio. So like I said before, audio was super annoying when I was starting my creator journey. This webcam cuts out the noise, and you don't even need extra software to do that. So that alone is a huge money saver and time saver. And finally, we have the gimbal. And the gimbal, I was completely shocked because I didn't know what to expect from the gimbal. I was happy with the Link2C without the gimbal, and I just love the minimalism of it. But now, having tried it out, as you guys saw, it really surprised me. I didn't know it'd be this good and this smooth and this fast. So yeah, it has incredibly smooth, responsive AI tracking, and it's like having your own camera person. For the presets, you have more options than the Link2C because you could actually have, like, let's say you want to do some filming in a different part of the room and you want to have that preset, you could automatically have that as a preset, versus if you wanted to have like a completely different setup with your Link2C, you would have to move the camera itself. So that's a little bit of a trade-off. With the gimbal, with the whiteboard view, you could whip pan to the whiteboard that's out of view, whereas with the Link2C, the whiteboard would already have to be in your frame. The desk view is critical, so you have a rapid transition between your talking head video and your desk. And this was one I didn't expect, was the privacy mode is extra convenient, because when the Link 2 isn't being used, it just automatically turns down and you don't have to do anything, whereas with the Link2C, you do have to flip the lens cover. So that is my case for why you would want to get the Link 2. Now my case for the Link 2C. So if you want to go ultra minimalist and you want to have like the smallest footprint size for your luggage or your backpack, this is definitely the way to go. And so let's say you're going to the office and then you're going to a coffee shop and then you're going to work from home. This is amazing, pocketable, and it maximizes your luggage space. And yeah, if you're not making use of the gimbal features, then this is definitely the webcam for you. So what do you think? Will you be getting the Link 2 or Link 2C? Comment below. So guys, in conclusion, you're going to win if you buy the Link 2 or the Link 2C. It really depends on your use cases. It would make an amazing addition to anybody's workstation to really level up their video quality. As you saw, the difference between my MacBook Air and the Link 2. And don't forget, if you want to save on this purchase, I have a special link in the description below. I really hope you found that helpful. If you did, please consider giving a like, a subscribe, sharing it with a friend. And if you want a deeper dive into AI, definitely check out this playlist or this video. That is all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Nomaditsu.